LHS. This is basketball once again, and we also have the climbing lineman. There he is right there looking at you, so say hi to him. He's a symbol of a win, so I hope we're all right with that. London's coming in here tonight against Bishop Reedy. London's coming in at 6-1. Reedy, I believe, is 5-2. And London's doing really good. They're coming off of winning the tournament down there at Miami Trace, beating Greenview, kind of put a whooping on them. And it's the team that Greenview beat Miami Trace. And Miami Trace beat London. If that makes any sense.
Greenview was previously undefeated, and then Madison Plains beat Miami Trace in the consolation game. So kind of a wild, wacky tournament that they had down there.
It really was. Well, I believe the tournament with Miami Trace, with Madison Plains, it was a sentimental thing. One of the famous ladies had passed away, Mrs. Kahn, and our condolences to the bereaved family. That she used to be here at every game when her grandson played here at London. Now she had a grandson down there, so it was really an emotional game for them, and I'm really glad they won it. But back to this game here, Keith, I'm sure you've got your stuff together. I see you got your newspaper. There's no room for anything else on the table. So you want to give us a heads up on what we look for tonight?
Well, I think the story from this Columbus Reedy team is they're traditionally very strong. They were down a little bit last year. They still had a winning record. This year they're 5-2. They just got off a big win against Columbus DeSales, which traditionally is one of the stronger Division II clubs in the Central District. That win, I think, was at DeSales. They've got an all-state tight end, number 44, Casey Brown. Last year he averaged 15 points a ball game. This year he's averaging a double-double, 16 points a ball game and almost 12 rebounds a contest. So he's the real deal. Whether they got the stable of people around him to back him up, but I think we're going to have a great ball game tonight.
I had a chance to talk to Robertson out in the Commons during the reserve game, and him and Casey were talking to each other, and they were complimenting each other on their game. And I would almost venture to say that Robertson is sporting a double-double almost every game too, if not a double-double. So we're looking forward to a really good contest, folks. Don't go away. We've got a big game coming right at you. And in the meantime, we want the climbing lineman to give us some luck. Here we go. There he goes. Thank you, climbing lineman.
Okay, featuring the Silver Knights from Bishop Reedy High School and the Red Raiders of Lincoln High School. Now we'll have this great country of ours and pay tribute to those men and women serving our country all over the world. Would you all please rise for the national anthem tonight being sung by London High School cheerleader Aaron Roston.
Stripes and bright.
have to start paying her. She's good.
She's real good.
She can sing too.
First of all, for the Silver Knights of Bishop Brady, a 5'6" junior number 10, Mackie McAndrew. 5'11" junior number 22, Mark Burkle. A 6' sophomore number 34, Sonny Statler. A 6'5" senior number 44, Casey Brown. A 6'2" senior number 52, Andy Karpowicz. The Knights are coached by Mr. Pat Murphy, assisted by Mr. John
Karpowicz.
Now the starting lineups for the regulars of London High School. A 5'10" senior number 10, Steve Crainer.
Stevie Crainer.
A 6' senior number 14, Woody Sittler. A 6' senior number 24, Derek Barkowiak. 6'3" senior number 34, Rick DeVoe. And a 6'7" senior number 42, Ryan Robinson. Regulars are coached by Mr. Joe Young, assisted by Mr. John Wilson and Mr. Tom Wilson. By official selection, Mr. David Strom, Mr. Grant Shaker, and Mr. Gary Shaker.
London's pretty much starting out with the same lineup they've had most of the season so far. Like I said, London's coming in at 6-1. So we're not no slouches. We got Crainer, Sattler, Barkowiak, DeFilippo, and Robinson on the floor starting out.
Reedy answers with a fairly similar size lineup. Got one big man, one medium-sized banger out there, and 3 guards. We got Brown. He's the one to watch. Number 44, he'll be jumping center. Karpowicz, number 52. He's the Nick DeFilippo size guy. He's going to be matched up against him.
Those are the 2 seniors on that team. London's senior laden there. London controls the tip.
Lee Sattler sporting his red socks tonight. That's a fashion statement.
Let's see if he backs it up. He's sporting the big red.
It's like Reedy's going to open in a man-to-man. They're pretty aggressive. Real aggressive. Robinson over Brown.
Whoa!
Robinson for 2. So starting out, London gets on the board good, and usually that's a good sign.
McAndrew feeds to Karpowicz for 2.
Robinson just barely missed blocking that. And I guess you could say probably just barely missed getting a foul.
Oh!
Barkowiak makes the charge a reverse layup, and it doesn't go.
You know, Reedy's scores have indicated that they really haven't pushed the ball that much. They haven't been, most of their games have been in the 40s and 50s.
They're playing good defense with number 44. Brown comes with the reverse layup.
That could be important. That's foul number 1 on Brian Robinson. I'm sure that's by design for Reedy to bring Casey Brown inside.
Well, he's their big man at 6'5".
Well, he was an all-state tight end in football. I really think probably if you wondered who Dick Reynolds was here to watch tonight, he may be one of them. That didn't look good. London's going to go man-to-man. Kind of interesting. DeFilippo's going to try to guard Brown. He gives up a couple inches, but lays a body on him. That foul's going to go against Barkowiak.
Barkowiak picks up his first, and that's 2 fouls for London.
Fouls on Derek Barkowiak, his first, team foul number 2.
London's going to 2-3 zone on the inbounds. 6:44 to go in the first quarter here.
London's had a habit a couple games of getting
too easy.
Of getting into foul trouble early in the game. As we get a rebound off of Robinson.
Filippo and Karpowicz are getting a nice little fight going on inside there.
Filippo at the line. It's good.
Hello!
Well, he got like Nick's shot selection. He always waits till he's got a nice open look, and he makes them.
4-4.
Nick doesn't shoot a whole lot. Rebound Brown. Back up. Easy two for Brown. What's his name? Dootsy.
Casey Brown.
Casey Brown.
Kind of surprised how much below the rim he was playing there.
Bringing it back into Robinson. Robinson will turn.
Oh, sweet!
Nice job by Brian of getting the head turned around, getting the chin, face toward the basket.
Right now!
Nice steal.
Pass!
Nice
Oh,
steal.
yeah! Get it in! Woo!
Marco back for two.
8-6, London goes in the lead with that bucket. McAndrew trying to bring it up. That's Burkle, I'm sorry. Looks like Casey Brown's going to be their go-to guy.
Brown spots up with Filippo. London switching off there.
Oh, this is Statmiller with the ball. He's a sophomore, but he got a lot of playing time last year as a freshman on varsity. Averaged almost 10 points a ball game.
These guys aren't afraid to make the extra pass either.
Very patient right there.
Andrew with two.
9-8, Bishop Reedy in the lead with 4:30 to go in the first period. Looks like London's game plan's pretty obvious too. Work the ball into Brian Robinson.
Robinson a little short jumper. It's no good and he runs right away from it.
Follow the ball!
What happened to follow your shot?
Karpowicz against Robinson.
And Robinson's going to get called for
That's
a foul.
That's number 2.
It's not a good sign. That looked like a good block from here unless he got body.
He called it with the body. I don't know. I'd like to see that one on replay.
It looked like a good block from here, but like I say, officials have the final say.
Here comes Bobby Sanders in the ball game, and Brian's going to have to check out. He'll probably have to set the rest of the first quarter.
Karpowicz puts another one in. Makes it 10-8, favor of the guest. And that would be Bishop Reedy. And he's 2 for 2.
Man-to-man defense by Reedy. They force it inside to Sanders.
Sanders makes good on it. And one.
Casey Brown doesn't agree with that call from Reedy. He says he has hands straight up.
I'm sure he's not going to agree with any call that's a foul on him, as is any player.
That's foul number 1 against Brown.
Oh, yeah.
And that's good. Sanders.
Tied it up. 11-11.
Sanders has been wanting more playing time.
London's going to go to a little, looks like a 1-3-1 full court.
And it gets broke. That's the problem with the press.
That's Karpowicz inside for his 6th point of the contest.
You pass that half court with it, there's usually a layup looking at you.
Oh, hold on to
And
it,
they
baby.
got a jump ball.
Yeah.
Bobby Sanders and Casey Brown going up for it there.
That's a good job of Sanders avoiding the foul, because he was up over from behind. 9 times out of 10, they'll call that a foul.
Now looks more like a 2-2-1 full court press. That was a textbook break right there of a 2-2-1.
Karpowicz with 2 more, 11-15. London's down by 4. Good hustle by Koviak to keep that ball in play.
Reedy is playing a very aggressive man-to-man defense here.
Markoviak's going to take up over top. Sattler to the right side. It'll be the left side facing the basket. He's Filippo. Makes the move. Oh, I thought he was going to do a reverse layup.
Casey Brown with the outlet. That's McQuaid. McAndrew. Ooh, nice run here by Bishop Reedy. 17-11. I think that run started when Brian Robinson checked out of the contest. Only London scored since. Well, no, Sanders got 3.
London's playing a little cautious here. They're also going for the extra pass. Sanders inside, back out to Barkowiak. He's looking for Statler. Inside to Sanders. Sanders turns.
Yeah!
17-13, not a bad first quarter. With 1:46 left to go in this first quarter.
Looks like Sanders come play some ball tonight.
London's gone into a 2-3.
Stat Miller to Brown.
Brown
goes down hard.
Brown goes down hard too. He's not too happy. Looks like he might have twisted an ankle. He took a little bit of punch in there. It's a very physical game here. And Sanders actually fouled him. I was surprised that foul wasn't called.
We really haven't had that many fouls called. London's got 3 team fouls, and Bishop Reedy's only got 1 so far. With 1:25 to go here in the first quarter, 19-13.
Hill just checked in the game.
Okay, we got Hill in the game for London.
Yeah.
Sattler for 2. 19-15.
Boy, London's got to get back on defense,
Yeah, because they're taking. Harper was knocked that one down, and he didn't hesitate. He was going to take the hoop, and anybody got in his way.
Are they tired, or they just lost a little focus right there? I don't know.
I think it's a little early. 21-15. Now they may not have expected this much coming at them. Although I'm sure Greenview ran a similar type of offense where they were very physical too. We've had a little time off here, a few days to prepare for this. But Reedy plays in that league, league over in Columbus there, and I'm sure they play some pretty good teams.
Well, they got DeSales twice a year, Watterson twice a year, St. Charles twice a year. I think they play Kettering-Alder twice a year in some kind of a shared arrangement. And of course, then their big rivalry, Hartley, twice a year. They play a full schedule, and Reedy always seems to do fairly well in the tournament.
I see we got Eads in the game for London, so now we've got Eads and Eads Sattler. Sanders in for Robinson.
Nice rebound by Tyler Hill. Nice dish to Barkowiak.
Yeah.
Give him 2.
Now London's a little unsure who's guarding who here.
Got Hill out on the trap.
And they beat that press again.
They worked on it good. Didn't finish it, but they worked on it real good.
Ended up with a 3-on-2 down at the end.
Hill.
Yeah!
That's a big confidence booster there for Tyler, let's hope.
Tyler's been doing pretty good lately, I think. We got 24 seconds left in the first quarter. 20-21. London's down by 1. But you are right about the confidence booster. If you can knock that first one down, the rest of them are like they're snapped.
Well, we kind of cover what's going on in the league right now. It's kind of interesting. We got Miami Trace is in first right now. We get back in the league play Saturday night where we host Greenfield, I think Greenfield, or is it Hillsborough here?
I'd have to look at
I think it's Hillsborough here Saturday night. Anyway, Miami Trace at 3-0. Greenfield, McLean, London, and Hillsborough all tied at 2-1 in the league, and then Washington Courthouse and Madison Plains are all both 0-3.
It's Greenfield McLean.
Oh, Greenfield McLean here then.
23-20.
Did it?
Oh!
And we end the quarter with a score of 23-20. London's on the losing end right now.
Yeah, for you Red Raider fans, want to see one of the more highly rated freshman prospects in Ohio. This Dante Jackson from Greenfield McLean's getting a lot of publicity. Supposed to be one of the better freshmen.
He's a monster too.
Well, we'll see. His statistics so far have been very well. I think he averages 15 points a ball game as a freshman. There's no such thing in high school as a redshirt freshman either. He's got trivia coming up too. I've been studying some of that.
It's a possibility we may not be doing the Westerville Central game
Next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Dedicated for reading number 15, Steve McWade, and number 41, Nick Casolano.
In case you didn't know, I think this is a great thing. Carl has now passed his test to be a minister.
You're crazy.
You're not? I
No.
thought you was a minister.
No.
He did pass his driver's license for the church bus. I know that. Red Raiders here. Start of the second quarter. Down 23-20 to Washington Courthouse.
20-23. Sattler with the ball right now. He looks around. Sattler, Barkoviak sets a pitch, but Sattler doesn't want it.
Definitely didn't expect this game to be going that high so far in the scoring, but Reedy's pretty much had an easy time of breaking London's press.
London's running a similar 1-4 with the back pitch. Barkoviak takes to the hoop. It's going up.
Wow.
It don't go.
Did he get hit?
I heard slap.
It was close, wasn't it? We got assistant superintendent coming up at halftime. We're going to go over some of the things we need to
Come
get
on,
done.
get in there. Oh.
And Eves can't make it go down, and there's that fast break. Justin Clark, he's not a starter, and he's rolling. 25-20.
Like I said, for London, he just traveled.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't follow his shot. Red Raiders out there. Brian Robinson continues to spend time on the bench with 2 fouls. We got Sattler, Eads, Tyler Hill, Derek Barkoviak, and Bobby Sanders out there. This Casey Brown back in the ball game for Reedy.
And he goes up under Sanders, and Sanders gets called for a foul. And he also picks up a technical.
And one.
And the official is running with the, he's got it wrapped around his shoulder.
Broken chicken wing.
Foul from Bobby Sanders is first. Technical foul from Bobby Sanders is second. Foul number 4 and 5.
You don't like to see a kid lose his composure, but the official can't stand there and get shown up.
Got to call what you got to call. Brown at the line once again. I don't think he's missed one at the line, has he?
No, actually, that's his first attempt. Oh no, he did have another one.
Yeah. It's 2 for 2.
No, I think he's 2 for 3. I think he missed one in the first quarter. We'll have to check the tape.
What tape? You mean the disc?
I mean, we don't record this stuff on 8-track, Gary? How many rows he get? Is that 3?
Yep.
This 4?
Yep.
That's the penalty you pay.
He had a 2-shot foul and a 2-shot technical and the ball out of bounds.
You hurt your team.
Wow.
Jumped up to 9-point difference, 29-20.
See what the Red Raiders do here. Looks like they're going to go man-to-man. Looks like Nick DeFilippo's the big man, and London just didn't pay attention. Who's guarding who?
Castellano knocked that one in. It's 31-20. London's down by 11. This is
Well, we got
a pretty scene right now.
8-0 run here in the start of the second quarter for Bishop Reedy. Nick shoots an air ball. Barkowiak tries to throw it off a Reedy man. They got one down the court. That's Casey Brown.
I'm surprised that you haven't jumped on them for pot hanging. That's about the third or fourth pot hanger they've had, which to me is all part of the game, but normally you hate that. I'm surprised you haven't jumped on about that.
Hey, I'll tell you what. How many points does Bishop Reedy have tonight in the paint off the layups? Because of either beating the press or beating London down the court. I think that says a lot.
Bishop Reedy is releasing the man as soon as the ball goes up, which is another angle of pot hanging.
Well,
and that to me is all part of the game. But you always say, that's pot hangers, I can't stand pot hangers.
I call them cherry pick.
That's our first go around of the new year. There's Reverend Joe. He had a stroke not too long ago. He's looking really good. They tell me he never missed a minute of church. So you never know it by looking at him.
We're on a 10-0 Bishop Reedy run here. Start the second quarter. Brian Robinson back in the ball game for the Red Raiders. Nice pick by Robinson for Barkowiak.
Barkowiak's going to have to use the board. And a good up and under by Stephen Craner. Did the first two of the second half for London.
Boy, Casey Brown's really limping a lot right now for Reedy.
Oh!
I don't know if I like that call, but I guess I'm not in charge of making the call.
Fouls on Tyler Hill, his first, team number 6.
And Bishop Reedy still just has one foul, played almost 11 minutes of basketball here. They go to the corner. That's a three, number 41, Castoreno. That's 5 points for him here in the fifth quarter, and that's a 13-2 run Bishop Reedy's on here. Nice move by Brian Robinson. Casey Brown's really playing hurt. He's not at full steam right now. London needs to take advantage of that matchup that they got. This is Brown in the corner. Barkowiak's on him.
36-24 is the score now. Bishop Reedy's not showing any mercy on us.
Bishop Reedy's big scorer, Karpowitz, off the first quarter, hasn't played here in the second quarter at all.
Who got the other last two for London?
Brian Robinson. 38-24 with 4:15 to go here in the second quarter. Bishop Reedy's starting to stretch this thing out.
Inside to Robinson. They're double team and triple.
Get in there. Oh!
Count it.
That's going to go against Casey Brown. That's his second foul, only his second team foul against Bishop Reedy. Brian down there on the blocks calling for the ball.
He's calling for the ball, and whenever he calls for the ball, he calls for two other defensive players. And he's kind of wrapped up as soon as he touches the ball, so if it comes down, and like we all know, if you bring the ball down, you're a 5-foot man. He has to keep it high.
Oh, there's no doubt they're going to start doubling down on him more and more throughout this contest. And at that point, if they double and triple team down on you, got to kick it out for the three. Bishop Reedy dribbling.
Makes it 27-37 or 27-38.
There's that leading scorer from the first quarter. Karpowitz. That's his 12th point of the contest. 40-27 now. Bishop Reedy is off to a 13-point lead. Nice movement that time by Robinson away from the ball.
And he'll go to the line.
They've switched. They've taken
Person
shooting 2. Karpowitz came in for Casey Brown. They've got to get him a blow. Now number 30.
London's got Pollock in the game for London. He's good on the first one.
Like I said, Reedy switched their 6'4" senior Clark to try to play against Brian Robinson.
Pollock and Craner will be your out front men along with Barkoviak.
Release again, and London's not
Robinson,
reacting.
he's there.
Boy, too easy there.
London's got,
McAndrew.
especially on a foul shot, London's got to have somebody back. That there just doesn't make, it's just fundamental ball to have somebody back on a foul shot.
Robinson over Clark. Pollock with the rebound, out to Sattler.
Sattler drives the post.
Get in.
And he could be shooting 2.
Bishop Reedy's coach not happy, but he's not happy. It's not about the officials. He's not happy with his own players. Kind of unhappy, I think, with the way they're shuffling their feet there, playing defense.
Sattler shooting 2 there.
Oh.
See, now right now, London's got Stevie back, and somehow that kid's going to, well, we got Robinson all the way back. There should be somebody back every time on when we're shooting a free throw.
Oh, Robinson's coming up.
Watch
now.
this kid release. They must have knew he was
just
going
on
to
the
make it.
missed ones, I think. Or was that last one made that they went the distance on?
Oh, perfect pass and a missed layup.
That press is pretty much non-existent. Bishop Reedy's well schooled now to break that thing.
Robinson in the paint. It's short.
Oh, it couldn't have been a jump ball.
That's a bad call there.
That's what
But he had to call that to keep the fight down.
That's what Stephen K said. I had the ball. The other guy didn't even have a hand.
He didn't. He was laying on the back of it. I guess if you're touching it, it's all.
That's Clark. He's a little
and
short.
short. Number 30. That was Clark. Those went up a little short there.
1 on 5, and you shoot the 3.
And might get to go shoot 3.
Fouls on Sonny Stadno, his second, team number 5 on the line, shooting 3.
Shooting 3. What do you think about that move, Steve? Or Keith? I'm sorry.
Just don't call me Bill.
Well, we're going to have a Smith taking your place at halftime.
Okay.
The assistant superintendent's going to be here talking about the levy.
Is he under contract?
He's under contract.
Okay. He's allowed.
I'm looking for some input on that last shot. Was that a good shot or a bad shot? He got another one, should have. What are they doing?
No, he shot all 3 of them.
Did he shoot all
Did he make
three?
all 3?
Yeah.
I missed one. So he got 3 points the hard way. He had to make every one of them. 42-32, we got a 10-point game.
London's come back a little bit, but the second quarter hadn't been kind to the Red Raiders.
Woo! Oh, I didn't see that.
What was he looking at?
I didn't see that. But we'll take it. Just like they'd take it, we'll take it. 42-32.
Red Raiders got to bring this thing down to single digits here before halftime, at least get her close.
We got just a little over 2 minutes. Robinson in the post with the ball.
With Brown out, he ought to be having a heyday down there. Clark stopped him that time. He got too far under. This McAndrew's a ball handler.
Well, the man who took Brown's place isn't much smaller.
Hey, 6'4". Just not quite as physical, I don't think. There's McAndrew. Run, Red Raiders, run! Thought they had numbers there, and then Reedy got back.
Yeah.
Barkoviak gets in the lane, cuts it into single digits. 42 to 34. London's getting ready for a trap there, and Trainer gets called for a foul.
That's the 7th team foul, so that'll bring Bishop Reedy to the line for 1-on-1. Not a bad foul. You can't. I mean, he was aggressive. He's going after the ball.
I don't think it was a foul. I think it's a bad call. I can't even see that spot from here.
So you didn't see it, but it was a bad call.
Yeah, I'm just running my jaws. Who was that? That was Pollock up over top of everybody to control that rebound.
Woo!
Craner back out to Sadler. Craner trying to get it inside. That ball's got to move. It can't just bounce around.
See if Bishop Reedy slows it down here, maybe to try to shorten this half a little bit. They've already got 42 points here.
A minute and 13 seconds. And they're going to go to the line. Clark will be shooting.
1-on-1.
Justin Clark.
I got Bishop Reedy down for 4 for 6 tonight at the free throw line. Oh no, I take that back. There's 2 more. That makes 6 for 8. That makes 7 for 9. Sign of a good team.
How many free throws don't count?
9-point lead right now for Bishop Reedy, trying to push it back to 10. Nice looking stroke there.
Looks like those kids have been schooled very well on the free throw shooting. That's a 44-34 again, 10-point game. Sadler up top of 2. Pollock on the left, Craner on the right.
Bishop Reedy kind of switched up, and now they go 2-3 zone. Robinson flashes to the post.
Robinson kind of goes back door and flashes to the post and catches everybody off guard as Craner comes through. A near steal, knocked out of bounds.
Like Brian Robbins, this is probably a pretty good coaching move here to set Brian down for the last 45 seconds of the first half. He's got 12 points so far.
Yeah, because we're going to need all 3 of those fouls probably in the...
Nice defense there by Sattler.
Good steal.
Boy, Bishop Reedy does a good job of getting back on defense.
They remind me a little bit of another team that wore black here and put it on us. Miami Trace.
NBA.
A little short.
Nice job by Nick DeFilippo to keep that ball alive. Sanders, oh my goodness. He drugged that thing from here to Kroger.
Point it out to him, Keith.
We won't say anything. We're the home team.
Oh, you for us this week?
Oh, yeah. Red Raiders going to play for 1 here, down to 8 seconds to go in the first half. Craner for 3.
Get in! Nope.
It's no good.
Don't foul.
And we're down.
He had a man deep and he let it go.
And it's no good. And we end this quarter, it's half with the score 44-36. London on the bottom. Okay, can you hear me, Bob? Can you hear me?
Not real good, but I can
You're
hear
rolling.
Okay, well, I know we're rolling. That's Gary McNeil, and I'm up here with Bob Smith. Turn up our mics a little bit. Down just a hair. Is it okay? You all right?
I'm fine.
Okay. We're here to talk about these questions on why we need this new levy. There's an issue that's going to be on the March primary ballot. Could you tell us a little bit about the issue?
Yeah, Gary, it's what the district is asking for is a 1% income tax, and this equates to 1 cent on a taxable dollar after all the deductions have been made. Now, there's some advantages to the request. It certainly takes the pressure off the real estate tax. And senior citizens get a automatic $50 deductible, and that's like $500 tax-free right on the top. Their Social Security tax, their Social Security income is not taxed. Disability is not taxed. Child support is not taxed. And it's really a fair tax. And like I said before, it takes the pressure off the real estate tax.
That's a pretty good answer to me. It seems like it's taking a lot of pressure off a lot of people who are worried about this extra tax. How important is this levy to the London schools?
Well, the London schools, we're facing three major fiscal crises here. We're looking at a deficit. There's been no new local money in the London School District for about 12 years. We're looking at a deficit starting at the end of next year. We're also, of course, going into this new facility, and this new facility is, of course, a lot larger in square feet than what we're operating with now. And of course it's going to be air conditioned. And the third thing is the growth. We've grown by 150 students just this year alone. So we're looking at three major fiscal issues on the horizon, and really those have to be addressed. And we're looking at a school district that needs all-day kindergarten, which we don't have.
What, and now that was being said, I understand most of it, what happens if the levy fails?
Well, like I said, in order to cover the deficit, we're going to have to talk about cuts. I mean, the only way you can cover a deficit is cut your spending. And this will be programs, transportation, educational opportunities, no all-day kindergarten. And in reference to the new facility, I don't see us going into the new facility without additional money. And in terms of the growth, we're looking at the growth of new students coming into the district. All these things added up, it's going to be devastating to the kids themselves.
I have a big question I'm trying to figure out myself is how do you get the people to go to the polls, and how do you get them to vote for the additional tax? Because it hadn't been that long ago we just put one up on the ballot, and where do you think we're going to come? How we're going to fare trying to get people to the polls and vote yes?
That's a good question, of course. You know, we see signs around here talking about support our troops. You know, I'm a former Marine. My son is a career officer in the Air Force and has spent 3 tours of duty in the Middle East. And when we talk about support our troops, we're talking about tax dollars. You know, we see the face of these kids, and we're willing to spend the money to make sure their families are taken care of, that they get the best medical care. And if we can put a face on these tax dollars that we're asking for, the face of these young kids, this tax dollars that we're asking for, this 1%, is going to be spent in London, on London children. And if we can put a face on these tax dollars being spent on these kids, on their educational opportunities, on their future, then I think we got a chance. But we got to put a face on it.
Yeah, this is just a few of the questions. We could go on and on, but I've had people stop me and ask me these questions about this new levy and why do we need it and what's all it's all about. So from time to time, I'm going to have somebody from the school, or either the board or Tom Coyne or somebody up here to explain to the people, because I understand that we need it.
Yeah.
And if you just ride out by this new school and see all that beautiful school they put out there, it's going to have to be operated somewhere, and then money just don't grow on trees.
Yeah, and I would appreciate, I'd be willing to talk to any groups out there that are listening to this broadcast. I'd be willing to come in and talk to any groups, civic groups, social groups, church groups. You know, I'd like to get out and talk about this. This is an investment that is going to pay dividends long after I'm not associated with the London City Schools.
Bob, I appreciate you coming up. And
appreciate the opportunity.
I hope you come up again sometime, and maybe on a different level, but whatever. I really appreciate it.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Bob. Right there's the camera to say hi.
Thank you.
Bob Smith.
Red Raider fans, this is Keith. I had to send Gary out to check on the pizza we'd ordered at halftime. Hey, we got stats for the first half here. Bishop Reedy, probably the big scorer. Casey Brown with 12, and Karpowitz also with 12 for Reedy. That's been the big thing for them, beating London down the floor and getting the points off of the in the paint. That's been big for London right now. For first half, we got Robinson with 12, 8 of those in the second quarter. 6 for Barkowiak, 5 for Sanders, 6 for Sadler, 3 for Hill, 2 for Craner, 2 for DeFilippo. So fairly balanced for London. The story is right there, though. The big run that Bishop Reedy got on in the at the beginning of the second quarter. So as we got halftime right here, as we come into the second half, Red Raiders behind 8, 44-36 to Bishop Reedy. Stay tuned.
Number 34, Dennis DeFilippo, and number 42, Brian Robinson.
Red Raiders going to take over the ball here at the start of the third quarter. Man-to-man by Bishop Reedy. Going back to the same old thing, trying to find Robinson underneath. That time they put Karpowitz on him. Woo! We got a difference of opinion here by the striped shirts on what the call is. I think the right call is London Red Raider ball. See what the call is going to be.
London got it.
Now Reedy coaches are upset. No, now he's calling Reedy ball. Oh well, tangled web we weave. Gary, you didn't miss anything. How's the pizza?
Didn't have any. Went over to see Dick Reynolds.
Oh, okay. This McAndrew, he's pretty much been running the show tonight for Bishop Reedy. Gets into the paint. Red Raiders playing a little confusing kind of defense here. Looked like a 2-3. Markoviak with the rebound.
I catch my breath before I can start talking.
I guess foul's going to go against Karpowitz. That's only his first of the contest. You know, Bishop Reedy only had 2 fouls in the first half. That's pretty amazing. Reedy's going to go man-to-man on the inbounds. Robinson, no. Foul's going to go against DeFilippo.
Fouls on Nick DeFilippo, his first, team foul number 1.
That's only DeFilippo's first foul, so he's done a good job as physical as he plays.
The Raiders kind of confusing right here. It's man-to-man, but they're definitely slacking off a few players and sucking inside. Trying to keep the ball away from Casey Brown. That's one of the few turnovers tonight we've seen out of Bishop Reedy.
They haven't made hardly any turnovers, and that pass there was a good pass and a not so good a pass.
Yeah.
Because what was he going to do with the ball if he caught it?
We had no score here in the third quarter so far. And we played a minute and a half of basketball. That's the dump down that you got to have right there. We didn't convert on the shot, but when they doubled down on Brian Robinson, he's got to kick it back out.
And London got back pretty quick that time. Forced to travel.
Whoa!
Forced to travel.
What game was he watching? I didn't see one. Oh well, I was cheering for Reedy anyway.
That's what I thought.
I'm used to it, Carl, so I don't say anything.
Yeah.
A little different strategy. Oh, nice pass by Brian. That's what he's got to do. If they're going to double on him, he's got to pass the ball.
That's the first 2 points for London.
Yep. See if London might be able to go on a run here. Beginning of the third quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, and can't come back in bounds. That was a good thought by Markoviak, but Craner was coming from out of bounds, and he can't be the first guy to touch the ball when he hadn't even really touched the floor.
The Raiders going to go a little man-to-man. He's going to put DeFilippo.
Go! Come on, Derek.
On that.
Yeah.
Or should be playing out top. Good job. Good job, Derek. 4-0 run here by London.
Obviously, London has seen something that's a little bit weak up the top of the key. And they've had 2 steals in a row.
Woo! 3 seconds.
Got it down to 4-point game, 44-40.
Boy, Bishop Reedy scored 44 points in the first half. You wouldn't expect them to the first 3 minutes of the third quarter not even be able to score.
He's about to switch sides.
He goes with the winning side.
Right.
Boy,
42-44, 2-point game. This is something I don't understand, is how London let them get that lead earlier in the first part of the game, stealing those layups. I mean, a timeout looked like should have been able to.
What?
Looks like a foul going to go against the Phillip, though.
Coach Young wants a charge. So he's using his elbow.
Foul on Barkowiak. I don't know how he got to Barkowiak. I thought that was against. Oh well, we're not wearing the striped shirts.
Check the tape.
The disc.
That's Statmiller for three.
Man.
And he's fouled by Nick.
And he will go to the line. And they don't miss foul shots.
Not so far, they're 8 for 10 in the first half. Statmiller hadn't scored a point yet. He said he played a lot last year as a freshman on varsity.
Seems like that's not part of their game, missing foul shots. There's one of them.
Makes 9 out of 11.
Went over and talked to Dick Reynolds. He's scouting a couple people.
Anybody we know?
I was going to say, I have a year of eligibility remaining.
Oh my Lord.
That's 2 out of 2,
He
right?
didn't have a whole lot good to say about the
3 out of 2.
system. No, Dick wouldn't say nothing bad about London. Dick used to coach here.
Two-3 zone now by Bishop Reedy. London trying to run a little low post to Robinson. There he is. Bishop Reedy gets down. Oh, nice steal by Stephen Craner.
Craner. That's what they should have been doing early in the game. Sattler, it won't go. Barkowiak roughs it up. Out of London.
I thought he threw it off Barkowiak's chest right there. Bishop Reedy likes to play that inbounds man-to-man.
Come on, Robinson.
Robinson gets the easiest shot of the night and blows it, and he knows it.
You know, Bishop Reedy kind of goes against what most teams will normally zone that underneath pass inbounds, and Reedy plays it man-to-man.
That's how I would play it.
Man?
Man-to-man.
Oh, I think zone's a whole lot easier. Well, just on that inbound. Then you can switch back. Statmiller down the corner. Nice shot there by Berkeley.
Burkle one in, 49-42.
First field goal of the second half for Bishop Reedy. Bishop Reedy's going 2-3 zone.
Craner's not too confident there because he's had that shot. And Sattler just nothing but air there.
Thought he had his feet set. Looked like he had his shoulders squared up. Just left her a little bit short.
Come in. (49-42).
This is McAndrew handling the ball now. He's done a much better job. I think London was getting some of those steals off of Statmiller up there. Nice job there by Derek Barkowiak. Now London's going to go a little smaller. Derek Eads in there, Lee Sattler, Tyler Hill, and then the big men inside are Barkowiak and Robinson.
London's got to get some shooters in there.
Well, that's what they got them in there right now. Tyler and Derek.
Oh, good crossover and put back by
Nice tip in there by Justin Clark, the 6'4" senior for Reedy.
made it look easy. Should have been a foul there.
Timeout London.
51-44, so they jump back up pretty quick. Doesn't take long to run that score back up.
We'll do trivia since we're here.
Knock yourself out.
Ohio High School Athletic Association, we all know football field is obviously a regulation 100 yards by 53 yards. What's the Ohio High School regulation size for a basketball court?
That's too quick. what's it, 94 feet or 90 feet by 60.
We'll get to it here in a little bit. I'll give you a hint. It's a trick question, Gary.
I used to know, because I always carried the book with me. And it has it laid out.
Looks like Casey Brown working outside now with Justin Clark working more of that post. Nice cut off the high screen.
Robinson going on his own.
1-on-4.
He takes it to the hoop. Give him 2.
A 5-point ball game here. Bishop Ready 51, London 46 with 2:20 to go in the third quarter, Tuesday night.
Robinson took that in strong, and I'm surprised he didn't get a foul called on him.
Justin Clark, oh, that's Casey Brown again. That's
Casey Brown.
his first points of the second half.
Got that right touch.
Come on.
Eads for 3. Count it. Good 49-53.
McQuaid to Clark. Clark over to Burkle. Inside to Clark. Somebody's got a cut for Reedy. Nope. Just standing around. We'll let
Rebound off the Barkoviak.
Red Raiders can cut this to 2 or maybe 1. Tyler for 3.
Oh! Barkoviak tried a little trick play there. He was going to get it up there. Come high water.
I think he thought he got fouled and he didn't hear a whistle and he just thought, I got to get it up on the board somewhere. Casey Brown's going to try to take Robinson 1-on-1.
Cinto on the elbow.
Yep. Didn't get called for it though.
Nope.
Come
Sadler
on.
for 3.
Yeah.
Sadler gets 1.
1-point ball game with 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Sadler was due for that one.
Timeout, Bishop Reedy.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. Bishop Reedy calls a timeout.
Go ahead and answer trivia before we forget it. Football, obviously, everybody knows regulation 100 yards by 53 yards.
You're wrong, Keith.
Huh?
You're wrong.
What?
Football field isn't 100 yards.
It's 120.
There you go.
Yeah, it's 100 a playing field. Anyway.
You can't play in those extra 10 on either side? Huh?
Could you cut
Carl, did you finally get him again?
That's right.
He always come up with this trivia and he don't even know the answers.
Okay, basketball. Now the question is, what's the Ohio High School?
Yeah, how did football get in there anyway?
What's the Ohio? I'm just introducing the question. What's the Ohio High School regulation basketball court size?
You're going to have to tell us because neither one of us can say for sure.
Well, it's a trick question because there's not one.
What do you mean there's not one?
Have you ever been over to some of the City League schools in Columbus? Columbus South, Columbus East, you play on them courts that are 60 feet by 50 feet, 60 by 45. Those are just as legal in the Ohio High School Athletic Association as this court here, which is probably 84 feet by 50 feet, which is the recommended size. However, we play the state.
I will have the book with me next week
However,
to show you there is.
No, there's not.
There is an official size.
It's recommended 84 by 50. However, we play the state championships on 94 by 50, which is the Schottenstein Center, which is most major courts are 94 by 50.
I hate to prove you wrong.
Well, you can't tell me Urbana's got an 84 foot by 50 court up there.
Oh, there's quite a few of them don't have that. But they added in with like that little half line. The half court is like clear down here to this white line instead of, and then the back, going back across would be the other white line. It figures out to the same amount of footage, although it's not all in one chunk.
Argument number 2, 2004.
Number 2, yeah.
Come on, Red Raiders. Tyler
Tackle, man. Come on.
That's going to go against Casey Brown. That's going to be his third.
Casey acts like he don't foul.
Oh, they didn't call that on Casey Brown. They called that on 22, Burkle. 1 point Red Raider deficit here. Got a chance with 8 seconds to go to try to get in the lead at the end of the third quarter. They'll set his high screen for Sattler.
All the way to the
no!
And choke!
Oh, no!
Do you believe that?
He was so wide open. That
All
was
the way
beautiful.
to the hoop and choked. Wonder if Harry Miller saw that play.
Wow, that play was set, run to perfection. Nice high screen. Wow,
I couldn't understand how he got that far because there was 3 defensive players all the way around there and nobody moved. Looked like they just let him cut the lane and go all the way to the loop. Evidently they knew he was going to miss it.
well, Red Raiders won that quarter 16-9. So third quarter provides, once again for London to be one of their better quarters for the most part. I knew it was going to be a barn burner tonight.
I talked to Coach Joe, and he wasn't going either way. He just said, we're in for a fight. Did you get a chance to read my stats?
No, you got him hidden.
You lying, you had him out while I was gone.
Nope, I did not. I am curious what London's shooting from the free throw line as a team. I don't know if it's anything we really want to talk about, probably.
Fouls on Derek Barkowiak, his score. Number 5.
4 of them on Barkowiak?
We'll send Brown to the line. He's 4 for 4 tonight. Remember, he got 4 in a row in the second quarter there on the technical foul. The foul and then the technical foul. And I just jinxed him, I think.
Good. He's one of the guys that Reynolds is looking at.
Wouldn't surprise me. He looks like a banger. He hurt his ankle there. He's been limping ever since early in the first quarter. But you got to take advantage of, he's limping, take advantage of him. Life ain't fair,
Sometimes it feels that way, don't it?
Oh, and he missed 2 in a row.
And Sanders gets that rebound. So we got Sanders, Sattler, Robinson, Hill, and Eads in for London. Almost gotten over Eads' head. Young boy got hops.
Sanders is pretty much playing the post, and they got Robinson playing part of the 1-4.
Robinson spins inside. Does not get the rolling, almost gets the foul.
Casey Brown with the rebound.
53-52. We're just a minute into the fourth quarter.
No points yet. Looking for Justin Clark inside against Sanders.
Man.
And one.
Call for a foul.
Fouls on Monty Sanders, his third, team foul number 6. That goal was good by Justin Park. He's on the line, shooting 1.
Clark just kind of backed Bobby down there and got his head turned and went up strong. Put Bishop Reedy up by 4. And it does.
It makes you wonder how they can call fouls like that after the offensive already done shoved you all the way back up under the hole, and nothing's called that way. And then you both go up, you both hold your position, and the defense man gets a foul. They wanted the one on Robinson then.
I bet Casey Brown's got his 12 rebounds a game. Bet he's got his 12 tonight. Sattler getting on McAndrew out here. That's inside to Casey Brown. Good job by Sattler. Casey brought that ball down low. 1 on 4. Oh,
Robinson. And and they're going to get a travel on.
Joe don't like the fact the outside official made the call. He's not listening to the official underneath the basket.
Tommy's got to go out and calm Joe down because Joe's right. They had a hold of the ball.
You know, a situation like this, that outside official can't tee Joe up, really, because he knows he made a mistake. Red Raiders still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter. Almost 2 minutes have gone by. No buckets.
Well, what was the call on that?
Well, I think he was going to call jump ball, I think. I think that's where it ended up. Oh.
Robinson goes left-handed. It's a little bit too strong. Out of bounds to London.
Red Raiders maintain possession.
That's one of the things Dick liked about Robinson is he goes either hand. But he also feels that if he goes into a much higher ranking school, not ranking school, but like, you know, A division, that he would sit. He's not quite physical enough.
But he's 18 years old, so there's going to be somebody out there going to...
Well, most of them are 18 when they graduate.
Yeah,
LeBron was 18 when he came out.
I was 17 when I graduated. That's why I was a little bit behind. 22. Circle.
Well, you got an excuse for everything, don't you?
You talking about mentally, Keith, or,
mentally.
or physically?
Robinson into the hole, and he's not having any luck on that shot.
Been within 6 feet many times.
He gets that close, he needs to go up and try to slam it.
Oh, nice block. Tyler Hill tipped that. Robinson leading the break. Sattler finishes that one. London's got to get back now.
That's the first two of the fourth quarter for London. And Hill forces it out of bounds.
No foul.
Get a foul?
That was on Tyler Hill, his second. He found number 7.
That was close. 58-54.
Well, there's an important stat right there. London just picked up their 7th team foul, and Bishop Reedy has 2. That's a real important stat as we go down the stretcher, especially the way Reedy shot the ball at the free throw line.
And I've talked to other officials who weren't officiating at the time, and they say, how in the world can that be? Be that far into the fourth quarter, and you only got 2 team fouls called on one of the teams.
Six-point Bishop Reedy lead right there.
60-54. Reedy goes up 6. London's got Filippo and Sattler on the floor, along with Eads, Robinson, and Craner. They're double teaming Craner up top. There you go. See, there's a situation where I tried to explain it to you a while ago. Craner was trapped, but he used his pivot foot to work in and out of there, forced a foul on the other team.
Because they were reaching in.
They had a good trap on him. But if you use that pivot foot and move, don't be steady.
There was a foul against Reedy, number 34 picked up. Who was a foul?
34 is his 3rd.
Statmiller picked up the 3rd foul.
Robinson backs in off a lot that time. He backed so far it looked like I was wanting to call a travel.
60-56. 4 minutes to go in the contest.
Oh, good rebound for Robinson after 52. Carpowitz couldn't put it in. Robinson in tight. He goes up again and makes a little herky-jerky move.
Foul's going to go against Clark. That's Bishop Reedy's 4th.
That was on Justin Clark, his second, team foul number 4.
Robinson's on the line shooting too.
Robinson.
Oh,
Pressure's on. Brown comes back in the game,
he limps back in.
along with Burkle.
Boy, if this is a sign of anything to come, Bishop Reedy's 14 out of 18 from the free throw stripe tonight. And they're going to be there the rest of the ball game.
Oh,
London's got to match him. You can't. Like I said, 60%, just don't cut it. Nice defense that time by London. Kind of a matchup zone.
It's easy for you to say, oh, graduated early.
Ooh, Reedy's just going to be patient here. I mean, they scored 44 points in the first half.
Oh, they caught Sadler on. They could hear that one.
I was getting ready to say, Reedy scored 44 points in the first half, which I thought was kind of uncharacteristic of them. You know, they've just scored 26 cents. Or, I mean, 16 cents then. They're comfortable playing either way. We play them slow, we can play them fast.
Well, we're going to get a foul on Brown.
I got that down for his third of the contest. I could be wrong.
A cheap foul, but we'll take it.
Foul on Casey Brown, his third, team foul number 5.
Official score concurs, his third foul.
60 to 56.
Does London even have a lead yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think they've led the whole ball.
2 to nothing.
Did they? It's a good test for the Red Raiders. I like it when they schedule teams like this.
let's go, Derek. Oh, man.
Markoviak can't get his ball in there.
This is Brown out on the break, or not Brown, but that's Clark for 2.
Clark goes over. And if Robinson would have tried to block that, he'd have been called for it, and that's a bad call.
Going against Nick.
And it's the same official we've been talking about.
Fouls on Nick Nadelko, his third, team foul number 9.
9 fouls already, and with 2.5 minutes left in this contest.
On the line, shooting one bonus, Casey Brown.
Got Brown down 4 for 7 on the night from the stripe. He hit 4 in a row with the technical and the foul with nobody down there, but he hadn't made a free throw with people standing on the line yet.
Rebound
Continues that trend.
62-56, 6-point game.
Sadler for 3. Boy, Casey Brown must definitely got a double-double. I bet he's got at least 15 rebounds tonight. London's trying to trap.
Looks like a travel there. We're going to get a foul called on us after they let a travel go.
That's going to be the 10th foul, so it's going to be put Casey Brown at the line for 2
shots.
2 shots the rest of the way to go.
On the line, shooting 2, Casey Brown.
4 for 8 from the night.
As we pull this out, man, we're going to have an O for night.
Kind of looks that way, don't it?
It's Casey's 15th point of the night. One more point and he matches his season average. Playing on a sprained ankle. That's not too bad of a night. Kitzmiller or Karpowicz checks back into the ball game for Brown. He might be. I wouldn't think. It's only an 8-point lead. I wouldn't think he'd be done for the night. going to go against Karpowitz. Going to send, that's only the 16th foul.
Andy Karpowitz is second, team foul number 6.
So next foul, Red Raiders get to go shoot the 1-on-1.
64-56. We're running out of time. Just a shade under 2 minutes.
I don't know, with the three-point shot in the ball game now, sometimes you don't run out of time quite as fast as you used to.
We need it right now. We can't wait for it.
Stat Miller bringing the ball up. London getting nice pressure.
Oh, yeah.
Timeout, Bishop
man.
Reedy. Just in time.
Yeah, because they had him tied up.
30 seconds.
Doesn't matter what, who called what.
When? Where?
And when it was called.
Well, Coach Reynolds seen enough. His night's over.
Yep. He got a bald head on him there, Carl.
London 16 will be this Saturday
You
evening.
don't give nobody a break, do you,
Heck
dear?
no. It's getting old, man.
The coach has left the building.
Coach has left the building. Dick Reynolds, ladies and gentlemen, he's Coach Otterbein. He's having another successful season this year. Great job. He's been there for 30-some years.
Hey, don't forget, Red Raider fans, Saturday night right here. I think it's a triple header. Starts at 5 o'clock with the freshmen, reserve and varsity against Greenfield McLean. Big league game for London because they're both 2-1 in the league. It's going to be snowy.
Got their hands full tonight. They got to pull all the tests they can ask for. 64-56. London on the losing end.
Nice recognition by Reedy, but foul is going to go against Tyler Hill.
Going to go against Hill. It was a late call, but a good call.
Two-shot opportunity for Stat Miller. He's 3 for 3 from the line so far tonight.
Reynolds was an all-stater here for London in basketball, football, and track.
Nothing doing there. Red Raiders still hanging around. Bishop Reedy looks like they've been stuck on 64 for a while.
And they're still stuck on 64, but it doesn't matter to them because they got the nice little lead.
There's Tyler for 3.
A little too strong. London's playing all out. Hill's going to get another foul. Full court, all out trap.
Fouls on Tyler Hill. He'll score. Team foul number 10.
Send Stat Miller back to the line.
On the line, shooting 2. So he's Stat Miller.
He's back on track. 4 for 6 on the night. How many free throws made does London have tonight?
I got about 7.
7?
All in the first half.
Did he make that one?
Yep.
That was number 18 free throw made tonight for Bishop Reedy.
And they're only leading by 10. They have won the game at the free throw line. Which most games aren't won at, which most people don't understand. The game is won at the free throw line. You can check just about any game, and the free throw difference will usually be close to the difference of win or lose. London 7 out of 11. They've only had 2 in the second. 2 shots in the second half, unofficially.
Well, next time they get fouled, they're going to go to the line, but that may be too little too late. Red Raiders going to inbounds the ball, working right to left on your screen.
Who we got out there now? We got Sattler and Barkoviak, Hill, Robertson, and Eads.
Reedy's just going to play an extended 2-3 defense, just try to hassle London shooters out there.
Robinson's 2 more. Gives him 22 for the game, but it's not going to be enough. As we get another foul, and London has to foul quick. Hopefully they'll keep missing.
We'll send McAndrew to the line. He hasn't made a free throw yet. 0 for 2.
He's 0 for 2, so how we rhyme at, he's due.
Who you cheering for, Gary?
Everybody. Win, team, win. There it is. I told you he was due. I'm cheering for the winner. I'm tired of cheering for the loser.
You're on my side now, Gary.
I guess I'm all alone.
Poor Carl.
2 for 2 there.
Now you got the climbing lineman on your side, Carl.
Yeah.
Nice drive by Derek right there.
Throwback takes it to the hoop. Still makes it an 8-point game.
How many timeouts you get in this game?
They don't have it up, but I thought it was 4.
Yeah, we talked about that last week, and you said you was going to check on it.
I didn't. Only reason I didn't because they have timeouts when they got the full clock running.
Oh.
And the full clock is not running, so they don't have the They don't have all that stuff up there. We're still looking for somebody to run the other half of the clock. It pays. Get in the game free. Nice warm atmosphere. Plus you get paid for sitting down there pushing a few buttons.
Maybe I need to check that out.
Best seat in the house.
Yeah.
You're under contract, Carl.
Yeah, but he said that job pays.
And your point is?
That is my point.
See if London's going to probably extend the defense here. Remember how many times Reedy's gotten one deep on London so far tonight, especially in the first half. They broke London.
Now would be the time to do it because they had Sattler penned in.
And there's Clark going deep to Statmiller for 2. It was like taking candy from a baby right there, wasn't it?
We're down to 40 seconds. Everything's going to be airborne now.
Statmiller, well, he had numbers right there and just chose to hang back. 32 seconds to go in the contest. Red Raiders down by 2, and Statmiller going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Down by what? Down by how many, Keith?
Huh?
They're down by how many?
Down by 10.
Oh.
Oh, you said 2.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Check the tape. I mean the disc.
Yeah. I give him all the highlights at the halftime so that way he can go home and watch himself run the whole show.
You'll have to watch too, Gary, because you won't believe some of the stuff I said about you.
Exactly.
I'm not going to watch it.
I took notes though.
Okay, I'll read the notes because I ain't got time to watch it again.
11-point Bishop Reedy lead here. London's going to look for 3 with Eads.
It's there. Too little, too late, or 3 little, too late.
I like that, Gary. 3 little, too late.
3
That's
little,
good.
too late.
That was on the Saturday.
71 to 63.
I'm impressed by this Bishop Reedy team. I mean, I think they're well coached. They do the little things. They shoot free throws. They pass the ball well.
And we got to, if we play them again, we got to face most of them again next year. There's only a couple of them that are, well, 3 of them are seniors, but not all 3 of them started.
McAndrew back to the line, and he nails another one. Boy, they shoot free throws well. But I don't think this is a loss London really has to hold their chin down about. I mean, there's McAndrew again for another 2. I think it's a pretty fair basketball team.
Robinson goes for 3 and follows the shot, and we get the out of bounds off of it. 75-63. The score doesn't really dictate how close the game really could have been. Free throws killed us. And Robinson
wishes a three.
66-75.
66-75 is the final score. Give you a quick rundown of London scoring. I've got Sattler with 11, Barkowiak 12, and leading all the Red Raiders in scoring was Robinson with 25. We only had 4 people score. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. Sanders had 5, and I gotta give Hill his dues because he had 1 3. I thought he had more than that.
Just all in the first half. Actually, all in the first quarter he had 5.
And he's had 3.
Carl's sliding the climbing lineman into position. Sorry for Bishop Reedy's exactly the opposite. I think it was the team scoring. I mean, Casey Brown did lead the way with 16 again, but they had 4 players in double figures and another one with 9. So nice balanced scoring. I think his Bishop Reedy team's pretty fair. I think it was a good challenge for London, a good non-league contest. You know, yeah, London falls to 6-2, but I think these are the type of teams you need to schedule non-league games.
The thing of it is, this is going to make the paper in Columbus, where the league we're in, like the tournament never made the paper. Nothing we do seems like in this SWOL league that gets any recognition. So it's not really good recognition, but the final score was what?
75, Bishop Reedy, London 66.
And in the meantime, this is Gary McNeil.
And this is Keith Smith.
Carl King.
And climbing lineman says he don't care win or lose, he wants to do it. There he goes, saying, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Can't leave the climbing lineman out of anything. Oh, he wants to go again?
Good night.
Timeout. Serve contest. And we've had number 10 for the other team. I believe his name is, they got him all mixed up here. Andrew Feeney has hit a buzzer beater at the end of each quarter so far. Almost from half court.
3-point, too.
3-point buzzer beaters. So on the floor for London right now we have, and we got a foul, huh?
Follow your shot.
Yep, you got to follow, especially at all levels, not just this level. You have to follow your shot at all levels. On the floor right now for London, we have Allen, Walker, Jackson, Roby, and Longsdorff. The score is 30-24 as Longsdorff gets that rebound. Roby come down the floor with the ball, and now we got Walker up top. So we're on a roll here. And we got a steal. And we're going to get a foul from Doug Jackson.
That was on Doug Jackson, his third. He's down for 3.
Put it out there to get it taken.
Yeah, if it's out there, they're going to take it, that's for sure. 30-24. That noise you're hearing is Keith just showed up and he must be cold because he's rubbing his hands together. Hey, we got Dick Reynolds in the audience. Get him right quick, Carl.
Where's he at?
He's going up the steps. Get a close-up of Dick Reynolds. I'm not sure who he's scouting. We'll get you to the game here in a second. But that's the coach of Otterbein. Just walked in. So I'm sure he's that's good. Coach of Otterbein, Dick Reynolds. Obviously, he's scouting somebody here. 30-24 is your score. Still. We just had a little change of ball here. All right, Keith, glad you could make it.
Just came from the 8th grade game. Well, next 7th grade game. 7th grade beat Madison Plains by a couple points. The 8th grade was ahead by 14 at halftime.
Long store. Turns around. He's trying to make a game of it. London's been down the biggest part of the game. They're 30-26. Carl can adjust your sound if it's too loud for you.
I think London forgot to get back on defense right there.
There goes Walker over to Allen. Allen gets tied up. We got a jump ball. 32-26 is the score. We got a 6-point spread.
Got 4 minutes to go in the contest here. It's cold outside, man.
Oh, baby, it's cold outside. Yeah, supposed to get down into single digits tonight. Oh, we got a near steal. I think we're going to get a foul on them.
That was on Corey Watson, his third. Number 7.
Bronson, so that means at 7 fouls, London's going to the line.
One of those.
Doug Jackson be going to the line. Jackson has made a couple.
Yeah.
He made that one. That's a 27.
They're warmed up.
Doug's got about 8 or 10 points, doesn't he, Carl?
Yep. Got 2 threes anyway. Yeah, a few free throws. He's doing all right.
32-27, 30. And he hits it. He's 4 for 4 out of the last 4.
Red Raiders come with a 2-2-1 full court zone press. Get the steal from Roby. He travels.
He's figured the best thing to do is get rid of that ball that time before they did call travel.
London seems a little scattered right now on defense. I'm not sure what they're doing.
Oh!
It's going to be a blocking call on Stuart Allen. That's only foul number 4 against London, so it's not in the bonus yet.
That's hard to believe, but there's only 4 fouls, and we've still only got 3.5 minutes left in the contest. 32-28.
Believe it.
Seeing is believing.
The freshman win?
No.
No.
Ask me again, and I'll tell you the same. They take all the good freshmen and put them on reserves.
Foul from John Sutter, his 4th. Keep out of Rookie.
On the line be Longstore. Oh, Will. Will, I heard his name a lot in football. He's not a bad-sized kid.
Oh!
But he's got a little problem with his foul shot.
Hello, air ball.
Little
Longstore.
Little slight problem with his foul shot. Shoot the jumper.
Are you supposed to hit the rim, Gary?
I thought you were.
That's better. That looks better anyway. A little side rotation.
Walker gets the rebound and then bounces out off himself.
Yep.
And I believe we got a timeout in London.
I had to park all the way in the back parking lot. There wasn't any spots out here on the side.
Are you serious?
Must be a lot of Reedy people here. Looks like a pretty decent crowd for a Tuesday night and about 4 degrees outside.
It is cold, that's for sure.
Of course, we'll be back here this week again Saturday against Hillsboro.
And it's supposed to warm up a little bit by Saturday, I think.
Going to get up to 6.
Are you adjusted right for your ear?
Sure.
Okay.
I can hear Carl and I can't hear you. That's perfect.
Good. We got the what's name there. Remember that? We set it down here. See it hanging right there?
Okay, I got it. This Reedy team got mostly sophomores or freshmen or on the JV squad?
No,
on the
JV.
JV squad.
Yeah,
Mostly sophomores and juniors.
couple juniors.
Down to just about 3 minutes to go in the contest here. London's down by 4. And little number 4 driving right through him.
Little number 4 is a buzzer beater.
Nice challenge by Longsdorf there on the shot.
Good hustle with the ball. We got to have a jump ball sometime sooner or later.
There's Roby in there fighting for it. Good idea to try to beat the press with the pass. You got to complete the pass.
Yeah, when you don't have any ball handlers, you almost have to go to the pass. And then you got to come to meet the ball.
Jackson just lost a little
Oh, that ball
concentration.
didn't go over.
I think it bounced on the line. What do you think, Carl?
It bounced on the line.
That's
Did
what I
it?
thought. It's like London, it kind of looks like a 1-3-1 zone. There's a lot of openings there, but Rady's not picking them up.
32-28.
I'm going to call that Rady ball.
2.5 minutes left in the contest.
Now London's going, looks like, what are they playing? One little 1-3-1. Rady's trying to attack it with a 2-man front.
They got to put a lot more pressure on it when you're down that many points and only 2 minutes left. Especially when they walk in and get a layup.
Number 15 there with the ball.
McCade knocked that one in. 34-28. Longsdorf up, it don't go.
London's got to get back on defense.
Nick Price knocked that one in, 36-28, and we're slowly letting it get away from us.
Doesn't seem to be much of a sense of urgency on London's part.
No, because I'm surprised they haven't gone to a man-to-man a good minute ago.
It's going to be, it looks like an offensive foul against maybe Will Longsdorf.
And forced maybe make some fouls. We're down to 1.5 minutes. And we're down 7-8 points.
Timeout, London.
London.
Got a shot there of our freshman players. Got to remember, now that you're in the program, everybody's always watching you.
Somebody's watching you.
Got to be on your best behavior. Well, I think tonight's varsity game is going to be a doozy.
It should be a good one. Both teams got fairly decent records. 6-1 for London and 5-2 for.
You've been doing your homework again, Gary.
No, I just went down and asked Joe.
Oh, okay. That's homework.
I don't have time. If I had a paint store, I'd have plenty of time.
2-2-1 full court zone press for London. Reedy's going to try to beat it with the. Well, he was looking for the pass. Probably about 7 seconds here, they get it across.
And they pull it up because they had an easy layup there. And they throw it away. Out of bounds to London.
6-point lead here. 2-possession ball game. If you're counting on throwing up some threes, got to get the ball in bounds first.
Dribble across the line, Joe. Or Will. Well, they're fighting underneath the bucket. Longsdorf. He's calling for a foul.
Stuart Allen driving the lane. He gets fouled on the shot. We'll send him to the line.
Stuart Allen's been dressing for varsity. He got some playing time down at in the tournament.
Looks like we're gonna, oh no, not a timeout. Reedy's just going to let him shoot up there by himself.
Look, the other three fish want to know what's going on.
Yeah, just step the kid in the line and shoot. You don't let him have a free timeout.
They're going to take a timeout, and London didn't know it. So London gets beat out a few seconds there on the timeout. Evidently, it must have been a timeout, and nobody told somebody else.
I didn't see him signal. Must have been one of those 20-second timeouts.
30. 30. We only got 20.
36-28 with just about a minute and 2 seconds to go in the contest.
What's the longest timeout you get?
I think a regular is a 1 minute timeout.
Well, I just checking because you said you were going to get a new book. You didn't trust me when I was telling you some of the rules, so I was just checking on you.
There's Stuart Allen. He's going to get to go back up to the line. Hope he has better luck this time than what he was last time.
Like when Ohio State coach gets thrown completely out of the game for writing a note.
Oh.
And Joe for London walked clear across the floor. But you said it shouldn't have been a call against him. Figure that one out. Go figure. Stuart Allen.
He's a new coach. He deserves a break now and then.
Ain't nobody deserves a break. Everybody plays by the rules, or you don't play.
It's like Reedy's coach to try to beat us with the pass. There's the pass.
They did.
Right there. Well coached.
That's 38-30.
Pretty much a textbook way to beat a press right there.
Pretty much depends on the press.
Yeah, but 2-2-1, beat it right down the side with the pass.
Good shot by Walker. 33-38, we're down to 28 seconds. The problem with that press is everybody didn't do what they're supposed to do.
You know, defense.
Right.
All right, they didn't rotate back.
30-second timeout, London.
And it's a known fact that you cannot outrun a pass.
You ain't seen me run, Gary.
Carl, you got anything to say about that?
I haven't seen him do much anything.
That was about the best thing you could. I'm beginning to like this Carl guy.
Well, it took 10 years, right?
Oh, it took 10. I think we're going to let the climbing lineman climb anyway tonight. He might get climbed twice at the end of this game, at the end of the varsity, no matter what.
Reedy's up by 5. London's got the press on. Reedy gets a timeout.
What did London do right on that trap there?
They trapped.
But what did they do right?
Got their hands up in the air.
Very, very good.
Like that.
First time you reach for the ball, they're going to call a foul on you. And that is a natural thing to do, is to reach for the ball. So I would say in that instance there, they were very well coached. But we're still down to 20.8 seconds, 22.8, and 5-point game. London's on the losing end right now.
That's a 3-man trap there. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, and what did he call?
Like a push on London. Put your hands up, but then he kept moving the feet. pushing in.
That was on Diamond Walker, his score, team foul number 7.
It would have been kind of hard for them to get out of that trap, but there are ways out of it.
It's a 17 foul, so Reedy will be in the one-on-one bonus with 21 seconds to go here in reserve contest.
That was an awful tight trap, but you got to learn how to use your pivot foot. You get in them traps, you don't just stand dead still. You got to make them trap you and make them foul you.
There's 2 free throws there for Reedy, now 7-point lead.
40-33.
I think we can warm up the bus here.
No, they got to stay for the varsity game.
Okay.
Longsdorff wanted a foul there. He didn't get it. It's been a battle under them boards with Longsdorff the whole night.
Herman fouls immediately with 11 seconds to go.
Fouls on Doug Jackson, his score, team foul number 8. Underlying 2-1 bonus, Steve McQuaid.
Don't have much choice now. 11 seconds. 40-33.
How'd that happen?
Stuff happens, Carl.
Looks like we have another foul on Stuart Allen. Oh, no, not. Looking Reedy's going to get the inbounds.
Looked like me, Carl, is just a little bit more aggressive than we were.
See if Reedy throws deep here and Doug Jackson goes for the interception.
Doug's going for the ball.
Going for the foul.
That was on Doug Jackson, his 5th, team foul number 9. Underlying 2-1 bonus, Steve McQuaid.
They'll foul shoot us to death now.
See about your time with the key. Get in the game.
A couple more seconds.
Oh, who got in? Number 30.
Couple more seconds.
Justin Newsom. Got a new face in the game.
Yeah, he's been in there.
Has he been in tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we've only got 3 guys sitting on the bench right now.
Yep.
41-33. It's not near as bad as the score indicates. They've scored how many foul shots in the last minute?
And they're making them too.
That's what I mean. How many have they made in the last minute?
Stuart
Who said
Allen
score
for
up for
3.
that? In and out. And that ends the ball game with a score of 42-33. Bishop Reedy pulls out a win. Stick around, folks. There might be a replay, so don't go away.